Hello, and welcome to your very own 33-minute yoga flow for the day. I am so grateful and happy to have you here practicing with me on your mat today, and I hope that this class is everything you need and more. If anything that I am teaching or guiding doesn't feel quite good in your body today, by all means, please modify and adjust this class to make it comfortable and suitable for you. We'll begin by coming into child's pose. So start in a tabletop position and walk your knees out wide towards either edge of your mat. Bring your big toes to touch behind you and then walk your hands forward. Take a deep inhale, and on your exhale, send your hips back and down to rest onto the backs of your heels and walk your hands forward to release your forehead down to the ground. To create even more space for the length of your spine, inch your fingers just a little bit more forward towards the front of your mat and then relax. And feel as your body soaks up even just the millimeter or two more of space that you've just created for yourself. Begin to draw your breaths solely in and out through your nose. And with each breath you take, notice if you can invite your body to release just a little bit more tension and melt your weight into the ground in this pose, balasana. Feel the impact of your breath on your physical body, feeling the expansion and push of your belly towards the ground as you inhale, and the gentle contraction back inward towards yourself as you exhale. Notice how with these passive breaths just feel normal to your body, that can do them without a second thought. The rest of your body is impacted and affected by it. Take a deep inhale through your nose and walk your hands just a little bit more forward. And exhale, relax for one final breath here in your child's pose, balasana. On inhale, bend your elbows to slide your palms back towards you and stop once they're right underneath of your shoulders. Exhale, draw your shoulder blades back and towards one another, and then press into the ground to lift your chest and head up. Walk your knees inward and towards one another to remove the space between them and sit back on your heels. Keep your palms planted to the mat, just a couple of inches in front of either knee. On inhale, lift your left arm up high towards the sky, opening your chest to the left, gaze follows fingertips. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, lift your right arm high now, chest open towards your right side space. And exhale, plant your right hand right back down to the mat. Inhale, lift your left arm high, follow your fingertips with your eyes. Exhale, lower your left hand down. Inhale, lift your right arm high, feel your chest open. Exhale, lower that hand right back down. Inhale, left arm lifts high. Exhale, left hand lowers. Inhale, right arm lifts high, squeeze your shoulder blades towards one another. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, lift your left arm high, chest opens. And exhale, begin to circle your arm inward and down towards your mat about 5 times. Watch your fingertips as you trace these circles. Then find a good place to reverse these circles, now circling in the opposite direction away from your body. Take one more big circle here, and then release your left hand down to the mat just in front of your left knee. Inhale, lift your right arm high. And exhale, begin to circle inward and down towards your mat once again about 5 times. Then find a good place to reverse the direction of these circles now. Keep your eyes glued to your fingertips as you feel your shoulder rotate with each and every circle. Take one more circle and then release your right hand down to the mat next to your left. Now walk your hands back to rest on the outside of either hip. Take a breath here. Now inhale and lift both arms high up and over your head. And exhale, relax your shoulders. Inhale, reach high towards the sky and grab on to your left wrist with your right hand. Exhale, gently guide that left arm overhead and towards your right side, feeling as you open up space on your left side body. Gaze up under your left bicep and take a breath here. On inhale, lift back up through center. And exhale, separate your hands and relax your shoulders. Inhale, reach high and grab onto your right wrist with your left hand. And exhale, gently pull that right arm overhead towards the left, bending into your side body. Gaze up under your right bicep as you take a breath here. On inhale, lift back up through center. And exhale, separate your hands and release your hands back down to the tops of your thighs. Now walk your hands in front of you and pop yourself up into tabletop position, with wrists stacking right underneath of shoulders and knees right underneath of your hips to find a neutral spine. Draw your belly button back towards your spine, and on inhale, drop your belly to arch your spine. Hug your shoulder blades back and towards one another and gaze upward as your tailbone lifts. Exhale, push the ground away from you, round your spine, tuck your tailbone and look towards your belly. Inhale, drop your belly, arch your spine, shoulder blades hug back and towards one another to open your chest. Gaze high as your tailbone lifts. Exhale, push into the ground to round your spine and tuck your chin towards your chest, look towards your belly. Inhale, drop your belly, arch your spine for your cow pose. And exhale, push the ground away for your cat pose. Inhale, arch your spine, open the chest. Exhale, push the ground away, round your spine. Inhale and drop your belly back to a neutral spine and walk each hand about a hand length forward in front of you. Now, inhale and drop your belly once again to arch your spine, and as you do so, send your hips back and down towards your heels. Exhale and push yourself forward, rounding your spine until your shoulders are all the way back up over your hands. Inhale, arch your spine, send your hips back and down towards your heels. Exhale, push yourself forward, rounding your spine all the way. Inhale, drop your belly, arch the spine, hips go back. Exhale, shift your weight forward, arch your spine all the way up, shoulders over hands. Inhale, arch and go back. Exhale, round and send yourself forward. Continue this flowing cat-cow motion at your own pace for a few more rounds, keeping your movement consistent with your breath. Take one more round here, and then once you've completed it, come back into stillness and find yourself back in a neutral, aligned tabletop. Tuck both sets of toes underneath of you and rotate your elbows so that they point right back towards the fronts of your thighs. Suck your belly button up and back towards your spine. Push into the ground through your hands, and on inhale, lift your knees up and off of the ground. Hips are sent up and back towards the sky into your downward facing dog. Pedal out your legs here before settling both heels down towards the ground into down dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Feel your ears lining right up with either bicep. And take a big inhale here. On your exhale, shift your weight forward into your hands and ripple forward into a high plank, balasana. Inhale, lift up and back to down dog. Exhale, shift your weight forward, ripple, roll your spine forward to plank. Inhale, lift your hips up and back, downward dog. Walk your hands slightly back towards your feet to shorten your stance here. Now on inhale, reach your right hand back towards your left foot and grab on to the side of that foot or your heel. Inhale into this inversion twist and exhale. Bring that right hand right back to your down dog. Inhale, ripple forward to high plank. Exhale, push your sitting bones up and back, down dog. Inhale, ripple forward, plank pose. Exhale, down dog. Now on inhale, reach your left hand back towards your right foot for another inversion twist. Inhale. And exhale. Bring that left hand right back to down dog. Inhale, ripple forward to balasana. Exhale, sitting bones up and back towards the sky, downward facing dog. Inhale, ripple forward, plank. Exhale, down dog. readjust yourself to find stability in your Adho Mukha Svanasana here. And then on inhale, lift your right leg high behind you to or past hip height. Exhale, open up that right hip. Inhale, come back, three-legged dog. Exhale, shift your weight forward and step your right foot in between your hands. Lower your left knee down to the ground and untuck your toes. Shift your weight into that front right hip. Inhale, lift your arms up high and overhead. Exhale, relax your shoulders, sink in here. Inhale, reach high through your fingertips. Exhale, lean back slightly for a gentle back bend. Inhale, bring yourself up and back through center. And exhale, twist towards your right. Left arm extends long in front of you, right arm behind you. Can stay here or take the option to lift your left foot and grab onto it with your right hand. Release your left foot if you grabbed onto it. Inhale, release the twist and lift back through center. Exhale, send your hands down to the mat just underneath of your shoulders. Take an inhale here. And on exhale, send your hips back and down to invite that right knee to come towards straightening. Inhale, shift your weight forward. Exhale, lift your toes off of the mat. Send your hips back to help that knee straighten. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, tuck your left toes underneath of you and lift that knee off of the ground. Inhale, lift your hands up off of the ground, send them behind you, airplane arms. Exhale, lift your arms up high overhead, chest comes off of your right thigh for Warrior One, Virabhadrasana. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, twist towards your right, left arm in front of you, right arm long behind you. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lift up through center. Exhale, hinge forward, hands come to the mat to frame your right foot. Inhale and step that right foot back to meet your left to bring you back into down dog. Pedal out your legs here. Let your heels come towards the ground. And on inhale, ripple forward, rounding through your spine back to your high plank. Exhale, push up and back, sitting bones towards the sky, down dog. Inhale, ripple forward, plank, palakasana. Exhale, down dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Now inhale as you lift your left leg high behind you to or past hip height, foot stays flexed. And exhale, open out your hip, point those toes. Inhale, come back through three-legged, square the hips. Exhale, shift your weight forward and step your left foot in between your hands now. Lower your right knee to the ground and untuck your toes. Shift your weight forward into that front left hip. On inhale, lift your arms up high and overhead. Exhale, relax your shoulders. Inhale, reach high towards the sky. And exhale, lean back, look towards the sky, gentle back bend. Inhale, come back through center. And exhale, twist towards your left side now, right arm long in front of you, left arm behind you. You can stay here or grab onto that right foot and draw it inward towards your glutes. If you grabbed onto your right foot, let it go. And then inhale as you lift back up through center. Exhale, bring your palms to the mat to frame your left foot. Tuck your back right toes underneath of you, and then lift that right knee up and off of the mat. Come light onto your hands, grounding into your front left foot. Send your arms back, airplane arms, inhale. Exhale, lift your chest high. Arms lift high up and overhead, Warrior One. Inhale, reach. Exhale, twist towards your left, right arm in front, left arm behind. Inhale. And exhale, lift back up through center, and then release your hands to the mat to frame your left foot. Take a deep inhale and step that left foot back to meet your right in down dog. Pedal it out. Find stillness in your down dog. And on inhale, shift your weight forward, ripple forward to plank. Exhale, sitting bones lift up and back, down dog. Inhale, ripple forward, find your plank pose. Exhale, lift up through your core, down dog. Walk your hands back towards your feet slightly to shorten your stance. On inhale, reach your right arm back towards your left foot and grab onto it. Exhale. Inhale, hold in this inversion. Exhale, bring your right hand back to the mat. Inhale, ripple forward, balasana. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, ripple forward, round your spine all the way to plank. Exhale, lift up through your core, down dog. Inhale, reach your left hand back to grab onto the outside of your right ankle now. Exhale, hold. Inhale, bring your left hand back to the mat, down dog. Inhale, ripple forward, plank. Exhale, lift up and back, down dog. Inhale, ripple forward. And exhale, come back up to down dog. Inhale, gaze forward towards your hands. And exhale, walk your feet forward towards your hands into forward fold, Uttanasana. Look towards your knees and keep as deep of a bend in your knees as you'd like to find comfort here. Inhale and deeply bend your knees to send your hips back and down over your heels and lift your chest and arms high to hover. Exhale, hinge forward, palms come back to the mat, invite your knees to straighten. Inhale, deeply bend the knees, hips go back and down, chest and arms lift high to hover over your chair. Exhale, hinge forward, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, deep bend in the knees, lift and hover. Exhale, hinge forward, forward fold. Inhale, deep bend, lift and hover. And exhale, bring your hands to the tops of your thighs and press yourself up to stand. Inhale and lift both arms up high and overhead. Exhale, relax your shoulders, mountain pose, Tadasana. Inhale, reach your fingertips high and grab onto your left wrist with your right hand. And exhale, gently guide that left arm overhead and towards your right. Keep pressing your weight into your left foot as you gaze up under your left bicep and take a breath. Inhale, lift back up through center. Exhale, separate your hands, relax your shoulders. Inhale, reach high. Now grab on to your right wrist with your left hand. And exhale, gently draw that right arm overhead towards the left. Keep your weight in your right foot and left foot even. Gaze up under your right bicep and inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lift back up through center. Exhale, separate your hands and relax your shoulders. Lower your arms down by your sides. Inhale, lift both arms up and overhead, Tadasana. Exhale, bend both elbows 90 degrees to cactus the arms. Take a gentle back bend. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, twist towards your right, left arm in front, right arm behind. Inhale, lift and find center. Exhale, twist to the left, right arm in front, left arm behind. Inhale, lift up, find your center. Exhale, hinge forward, forward fold, deep bend in the knees. Step your left foot back, and then your right foot back to meet it in your high plank balasana. Inhale, lift your sitting bones up and back towards the sky for down dog. And exhale. Inhale, round your spine, ripple forward to high plank. And exhale, slowly bend your elbows and lower yourself all the way to the ground to lay on your belly. Bring your forearms in front of you to rest your forehead onto, and walk your legs out wide behind you, left knee resting on the left edge of your mat, and right knee resting on the right edge of your mat. Bend both knees deeply, bringing your feet towards your glutes. And then begin to windshield wiper your legs, letting them both fall towards the left side of your space, lifting them back through center and then towards the right. Continue breathing as you let your legs sway and take this windshield wiper motion. There is no right or wrong way to feel. Just let your legs go and explore the space. Bring both legs back up through center to find stillness, and then release them back into that upside down V position. Place both palms right underneath of either shoulder and squeeze both shoulder blades back and towards one another. On inhale, push into the ground to lift your chest up off of the mat. Keep your knees here, but bring your big toes to touch behind you. Exhale, send your hips back and down towards your heels to lower you back into child's pose, right where you began practice. Continue breathing in and out through your nose here. And immediately let your mind be drawn to the places in your body that feel different here in child's pose balasana for a second time, as opposed to how you felt in your body in the first time. Notice and welcome these differences. And take one more breath here. Inhale and reach your fingertips forward towards your mat to create space. And exhale, slide your palms back right underneath of your shoulder blades. Squeeze those shoulders back and towards one another. And then inhale, lift your chest up off of the ground. Exhale, sweep your legs behind you and then scoot yourself forward to make room to lay down on your back. Extend both legs long and let your feet fall out towards the corners of your room, and let your palms face upward towards the sky. Notice the immediate sense of stillness and silence that has rushed over your body from your head all the way to your toes. With each breath, allow your body to release a bit more tension, a bit more hold, and just be one with the ground that is supporting you. The next time you hear my voice, I'll be guiding you out of your shavasana. Now begin to gently wiggle your fingers and then your toes, letting your body parts lead the movement that they want to come into to wake up your body. Bend one knee to plant the sole of your foot onto the mat, and then bend the other right next to it to roll yourself onto one side, and then push yourself gently up to find a comfortable cross-legged seated position. Once you get to this place, gently rest your hands on the tops of your knees or thighs, palms facing up towards the sky. When you're here, take a moment to shift your focus onto your breath for one final time. Notice what about your breath is different now from when you started class. Is it how it feels? Is it the quality? Is it the sense of peace and presence that it brings you? Extend both elbows so that your wrists come to the front of your knees. And on inhale, lift your arms up and overhead, palms touch over top of you. And exhale, bend your elbows, send your palms to heart center, and bow your head. The light and the love inside of me honors and respects the light and the love inside of you. Thank you so much for joining me today for this 33-minute yoga flow. I hope that you enjoyed it as much as I did. And I look forward to seeing you in another class on my channel sometime soon. Remember to act with love and light and kindness at the core of everything you do and say today. It makes a bigger difference than you know. Namaste and Jai Bhagwan.